Joe Budden deserved a nasty award for this shit. I understand it's OD funny watching Joe fire empty chairs. It's OD funny watching academics talk about fucking Rory and Measly Mall. But this shit is fucked. Joe done nothing the entire time but talk about supporting creators and how Joe built different and you the head of equity at Patreon and shit. As soon as they start talking about, let me get some equity, let me get an audit. If you get a percentage, you deserve an independent audit. As soon as they ask for that, nah, you out. It's over with. It's done. The fuck? And the people who's defending him are like on some like pro boss corporate shit. Like no, this is bad. This is fucking money busting up a friendship. I wouldn't have listened to the show at all if it wasn't for Joe, obviously. It's called the Joe Budden Podcast for a reason. I came over after Everyday Struggle fell apart and I was like, oh shit, I need more Joe content in my life. But I do love Rory and Mal. Especially Mal. Holy shit, yo. You didn't have to do him like that, talking about his detergent. I bet you wilded out on his detergent one too many times, and he was like, this shit's staying in my room. That was foul. That was just straight personal. Mal got KD. How's that for fucking bringing value? Mal got Dame. Mal got Randall, who's fucking killing it. Let's go Knicks. Joe is bugging. Joe is bugging. If Mal wants to keep the detergent in his room, you let him. Mal's a star. Mal is an angel. And this shit is just sad. Cause I love the podcast. Whatever. How you all for supporting artists until it's your artist and you the boss? Ian, who the fuck is Ian, yo? He just looked like a total fucking slimy business snake. And Parks, you look like a meat eater. You look carnivorous. For that grade A Joe. I'm sure it's more to it than that, but Parks, you looking wild. Anyway, I think it's time to find a new podcast. It sounds like, and I know nothing, but it sounds like Mal and Rory got a cut of the profits and were questioning whether some of the expenses that were deducted before they got their cut were going to these other podcasts that were on the Joe Budden network. Which is why, they were commenting on, this show got good catering, this woo out the bam bam bam. Which, and Joe talking about oh, you don't understand, we were trying to do numbers, like we were trying to set up other podcasts and they were like, well, this podcast is number one. That makes a lot more sense with a little bit of context. Yeah, I want my cut of the profits before you do anything with yours. Because I don't see how those other podcasts are helping me. I get that. But really, it's gross. I love the podcast. I've listened to it for a long time, for OD long. And this is just a bad way for it to end. But it's all good. I'll find something new. Castlevania Season 4. Pretty good. The new J. Cole. That shit slap. Pretty good. Definitely the best since 2014 Forest Hills. Shit is good right now. Just rip the JBP. Free the Mixie Boys.
I feel like Joe feels like a lot of the success of this podcast is based off of his music career, right? I feel like he thinks it's a trickle-down effect from his music career.
I never wanted to be a last-time listener.